welcome. It is, I don't know what day it is, I think it's Wednesday. This is a yin and a yang class, more so yang than yin. I'm excited, I'm Meg. It's really great to be here to teach one of my favorite styles of classes, of course. I like every classes I teach, to be honest. I do feel pretty lucky with what I do, but I think this particular class is such a reminder that we live in a world of duality. We cannot have the fast without the slow. We cannot have the good without the bad. You know, and I was speaking last night in my yin class. I had my second day of my motorbike training today, and just recognizing when my system was like fully in this on state, you know, and like fear, like it's pretty scary getting on like two wheels with a motor between your legs, you know, super fun, but it's terrifying. And what I had to do through the course of today was continue to come back to my breath, to tell my body that I am safe and I am okay, because it's so easy to get caught up in that fight-flight response. And if I had allowed myself to stay in that stress response or that fear response, I wouldn't have been able to comprehend what my brain needed to do to change gears, to take turns, to overtake other bikes, all of that stuff. We lose that if we are continually living in stress. And this is where we find we get this monkey mind, because we are just living either in fear or worry or doubt or anxiety, or we are spending our time living in the past. Both of those spaces get us nowhere. We know that. So I want to share through movement this feeling of sweating and flowing and coming into discomfort using our stress response, which is what we do in a yang-based practice. And then noticing the difference when we bring it back down to our yin class, or the yin part of this class, as we allow our nervous system to relax and our bodies to come back to equilibrium, to know we are okay. So to start tonight, we are just going to breathe. Let's take a seat. The first part of this class will be strong, right? I think for all of us, especially, it's nice to just get some energy out at the end of the day. Do what you can. Rest when you need to rest. How hard you work is up to you, but you take what you need. So let's find a seated position and just close down your eyes. Without changing a thing, is it possible for you to notice any tension in the body? So noticing any tension around the jaw, the shoulders. Notice any tension in and around the mouth. And also down into the hips, the legs, the knees, and the feet. And let go of any tension you find. From this position, with the body pretty relaxed, I now invite you to focus on your breath. We're going to take 10 rounds of breath here. We're going to breathe in for the count of 4. We're going to hold for the count of 7 and exhale for the count of 8. Just do your best with this. Take a full breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let go. Breathing in, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, big inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold 7, exhale 8. Breathe in, 4, Hold, 7. Exhale, 8. I want you guys to keep going on your own. I want you to take about 5 more rounds of that. Try not to force it, but how big can you get that inhale breath in? How slow can you let the exhale breath out? I want you guys to take 1 more full round here. Too much of anything the master taught is no good. Too little of anything is no good. We must each find our sweet spot, the just right integration of contrasting elements that when we step into it, makes us both happy and productive. Gently start to open your eyes. From a seated position, let's come onto all fours. Fingers spread nice and wide. I very much start my yoga practices nearly the same every single time. It's not often a lot of us get a chance to move through our spine, so I like to really take time on the wrists and the spine because these areas can get so stuck. So we're going in a lateral spinal roll here. So I'm moving to my right and I'm taking the time to come through cow position, and then as I exhale, coming up and finding that cat position. So I really want to find and feel compression in the waist as I'm moving side to side, and that belly draws to spine as I come up through that angry cat. Change direction, exactly the same move. So press down with the hand, bend the elbows as you come through cow, and then up and over, chin to chest, belly to spine. It should be difficult to talk if you were going to talk. One more of these. Let's start to move the spine and articulate forward now. So bend the elbows, duck dive under away. Press the floor away, chin to chest, belly to spine, and sink the hips back a little over the heels. Bend the elbows, duck dive forward. Slowly press into hand, chin to chest, round the spine, back over heels. Keep going with this movement. Starting to now incorporate your breath, and maybe you tuck your toes. So inhale, scoop down, and exhale up and over. 2 more. Let's reverse the movement. There is absolutely no need to rush. You go as deep or as little as you want in this. Try to be fluid like water. Let yourself flow. Just 1 more of these. And from this position, come to find tabletop. Bring your, just for fun, we're going to bring the knees to touch and the wrists to touch. So we're making the a little bit more narrow than we usually would in this position. You can always go back to a little bit wider if you need to for balance. So pull the belly to the spine and keeping left hand down, extend right arm out long. So with a bit more narrow stance, this is a little bit more challenging on the core and the balance. Extend the left leg out long here. Take an inhale. Exhale, round the spine. Bring right elbow to left knee. Inhale, go long. Exhale, bend right elbow out to side and left knee comes out and tries to touch the tricep of the left. Beautiful. Inhale, go long. A little bit uncomfortable there maybe. Exhale, elbow to knee. Good. Inhale, go long. Exhale, pull the right elbow back. Try to left knee, left elbow. Squeeze the obliques. Inhale, go long. Exhale, elbow to knee, round spine. Inhale, go long. Exhale, pull elbow out to side, straighten arm. Try to straighten leg. Hold here, eyes down, 5, 4, super uncomfortable. 3, great for the hips though. 2 and 1. Inhale, lift the chin and the chest. Exhale, press away, round the spine. Fantastic. Let's do the other side. So bring the hands in nice and close to play with balance. Left hand lifts out in front, tuck chin, eyes down. Belly to spine, push right heel away. Inhale, exhale, round spine, elbow into knee. Inhale, reach long, keep eyes down. Exhale, elbow out to side, knee around to elbow possibly. Inhale, out long. Exhale, elbow into knee. Inhale, go long. Exhale again, out to side, knee to elbow joint. Oh, goodness. Inhale, out long. Exhale, round. Inhale, out long. Exhale, elbow out, straighten arm. Try to straighten that right leg out, hold 5. I know. For 4, do your best. 3, 2, 1. Good. From here, knees go wide, let that go. Take a child's pose, but come onto your fingertips. It is only from the places that we seek discomfort do we grow. Whether that be on your yoga mat or whether that be in life itself, chase and challenge that discomfort every single day. Take one more breath in and a breath out. Let's find a downward facing dog. So press into the hands, tuck those toes. And we're going to move this around a little bit. So for those of you who do my classes or my yoga practices, you know that I love to bring in a fair bit of fluidity in my yarn-based practices. So I want you to get creative with this. Maybe you bend your knees. Maybe you even come onto one hand and play around with a little bit of fluidity and curiosity in the body here. We're here for another 5 breaths. So explore like what it feels like in your body to be in a down dog. You might explore pedaling those feet out side to side. For some of you, you might just explore being still, right? So you do you here. Breathe in. Breathe out. We're going to take 3 more breaths. So whatever this is for you. I invite you now to really sink into your practice. You are now here. Your day has brought you to this moment. Let go of what's happened before now. Let go of what's happening after this moment and give your 110% to now. Just like today, if I was anywhere else, right, with my mind than on that bike, there was no way that I was keeping that bike upright. Presence is one of the best gifts we can give to ourselves. Slowly walk your hands back to your feet. Bend your knees as much as you need and find your forward fold. Breathe in And breathe out. We're going to spend a couple of breaths here. You know, all my energy and attention and focus today for 3.5 hours was to do my best to remember where gears were, to change corners, where blinkers were, to stay upright. It took energy, but I was present the whole time, not thinking about anything else. So when you're in this practice tonight, I want you to do the same thing. From this forward fold, slowly we're going to walk out and find our first high plank. So fingers spread wide. You always have the opportunity to drop down to your knees. Squeeze your glutes, lift the belly button up and in, and bring your shoulders over your wrists. So from this position, always knowing that knees can go down at any time, take a full breath in. Exhale, come back, child's pose. From this position, inhale, slide your chest, chin, and heart through, and exhale, come down to the ground. Untuck the toes. Come onto spider fingers here as we move through 3 oscillating cobras. Inhale, peel the chest up, and exhale, peel the chest back down. Again, inhale, peel, and exhale, peel back down. One more time on your own. Inhale, peel. Exhale. From this position, bring your forearms in, elbows underneath your shoulders. Tucking your toes, pull your belly button in and up, either staying here or coming into Dolphin Plank. So belly to spine, breathe. Straight away waking up through our core. Zip that belly in right towards the backbone like there is a fire underneath your belly, right? Yes, this might be uncomfortable, fantastic. Stay with that, or start to lift up your hips. So we come into Dolphin Down Dog, just holding for 10 seconds here. Please stay in plank if you wish. Push back through those forearms, warming up through those shoulders. Take a full breath in. Stay for your exhale. Try to push through both hands, and then come up, downward facing dog. A little bit of a cheeky way to get back to down dog. This is quite a challenging transition, but just do your best. That's what it's all about. This time, walk your feet towards your hands. Perfect. From this position, wriggle your feet wide. Let's visit into Malasana. So 5 breaths here, and let's move it around. So take some time out, especially in afternoon practice. A lot of us have been sitting in chairs, right? This is the natural position of our hips. Just look at Eastern communities. They do this till they're 100. We need to be doing this as well. 5 minutes a day, every day for the rest of your life. From this position in Malasana, place the hands down. Again, step back, high plank. Knees or toes, belly to spine. Take an inhale. This time, exhale, chaturanga. Knees or toes, elbows bending, and sink your heart space forward. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Draw the heart space forward, shoulders back, eye gaze forward, not up. Take a full breath in, belly to spine, exhale. Find your way back over your toes, a downward facing dog. From this position, right leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, bend and open. Inhale, straighten. Bring the right knee towards your right elbow and pause. Inhale, sweep the leg high. Exhale, bend and open, play with the hip. Inhale, straighten, bring right knee over to left elbow and pause. Inhale, sweep leg high. Exhale, bend and open. Slowly, as slow as possible. Start to step your right foot outside your right hand. Take your time. Try not to rush it. Maybe you get stuck in these awkward positions. Great. From this position, drop your left knee down. Left hand stays down, right hand comes up, inhale. Exhale, open the right hand towards the back of the room. Circling around the shoulder now. Inhale, lift right hand up. And exhale, looking back, circle. One more time. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, stay with the circle or pick up that back leg. And maybe you grab the foot, coming in for a quadricep stretch here. So about 5 breaths here. Doesn't matter if you don't have the foot, just do whatever you are doing is perfect. Breathe in. Breathe out. Release the foot. Tuck the back toe. Walk your hands to the left. Bend the left knee. Straighten the right and press into the blade edge of the right foot for now. So we're in a bit of a high version of a Cossack Squat, engaging through those inner thighs. From here, we're just going to start to move side to side and loosening it up a little bit now as well. So you can play around with different elements of the foot positions, playing with using your hands, just opening up through the joints. Perfect. So slowly start to bring your right foot forward, bend the right knee, come onto back tippy toes, bring the hands to the ground with a very bent knee, and we come into warrior 3 prep. We're not going high with that leg. Hips are square, eyes are down. Breathe in and breathe out. From here, take one more full breath in. Stay for the exhale. Slowly bring your left knee in to meet its partner. Keep the knees bent and you'll land in chair pose. 5 breaths here. So you can either keep your arms up, or if that's too much, bring them to your heart. But keep that tailbone tucking under, right? So sad dog through that tailbone. Loosen your toes and soften your face. Push through the heels, inhale, rise. Exhale, folding forward. Breathe in, halfway lift. Optional vinyasa. You can step, jump, or float back. If you jump back, land with bent elbows in your chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. And exhalation, downward facing dog. Couple of breaths here in your down dog. Stay as you are until you turn around. Left leg lifts, inhale. Bend and open, exhale. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, left knee to left elbow squeeze. And always drop the knee down. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, yawn the hip open. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, left to right elbow squeeze and twist. Inhale, leg lifts. And spend about 5 seconds at least stepping your left foot outside your left hand. Take your time, don't rush the transition. Drop the right knee down. Right hand down, left hand up. Breathe in. Exhale, circle back. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, circle back. One more time, inhale, lifting up. Maybe you start to lift up that back leg, holding on and coming into a beautiful stretch for the quads. Take one more full breath in. Gently releasing that leg. From here, we're slowly going to press through that front foot, walk to the right. Pause here in a bit of a high Cossack variation. So engaging through the legs here. So my legs are strong. Take a full breath in and then again moving this around. So having a little bit of play here now. I'm going to offer a little bit of playfulness here. So you might even want to come into a little bit of crawling patterns. Maybe be here for about 30 seconds. So maybe you play with a transition of a monkey crawl through this. Or maybe you just stay in that Skandasana. Sometimes adding in a little bit of movement in our practice can be pretty fun. Wherever you are, I want you to eventually come back to the front of your mat, left foot forward. Bend the left knee a lot and start to flex the back foot and leg. Squeeze warrior 3 breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Slowly bend the right knee and place right foot next to left foot. Chair pose. Breathe in. Stay for your exhale. Let's flow that little sequence out now to the breath. So inhale, chair. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Step, jump, float, fly, whatever you like. Back to chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. And exhalation, downward facing dog. So a little bit quicker now with breath to generate some heat. Right leg lifts, breathe in. Exhale, bend, open. Right knee towards left wrist, pause. Inhale, up and open, exhale. Inhale, do a right to right and squeeze. Again, inhale, leg lifts and open. Slowly step right foot outside right hand. Beautiful. Either left knee down or up. Inhale, lift up right arm. Exhale, circle around the joint. Look down, walk to the left. Bend your left knee, straighten the right. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, slide back to the front. Right foot faces forward. Option to lift hands off warrior 3. Take a full breath in. Left foot to meet right foot, chair pose. Breathe in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, heart lifts. Chaturanga, step, jump, float, take your time or skip it out completely. Always your choice. Cobra or upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, bend and open. Opposite knee to elbow, pause. Inhale, lift, exhale, open. Slowly, same side, left to left, squeeze and pause. Inhale, up and exhale, open. Take your time, step, left foot, outside, left hand, roll, move slow. Right hand down, left hand up, inhale. Exhale, circle around the joint, look down, walk to the right. Bend the right knee, straighten the left. Inhale, hands lift. Exhale, back to the front. Left foot forward. Bend left knee, lift up right leg. Warrior 3, breathe in. Breathe out. Chair pose. One more time with this flow. Inhale. Generating that heat now. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Chaturanga. However you get there is fine. Cobra or up dog, and exhale, down facing dog. So just cueing this time, real simple cues. Right leg, bend and open. Opposite knee to elbow, pause. Inhale, lift and open. Same side, right to right. Inhale, lift and open. Slowly step right foot outside right hand. Left hand down, right hand up. Breathe in. Exhale around the joint. Look down, walk to the left. Maybe no hands. Inhale, spread wide. Exhale, slide back to the front. Maybe no hands. Right foot faces forward, back leg lifts. Inhale, warrior 3. Slowly left foot to meet right foot, chair pose. Breathe in. Exhale, fold. Last time with this flow. Inhale, halfway. Find your way through chaturanga. High to low. Knees, toes, or skip completely. Downward facing dog. Stay with me on this one, guys. Left leg lifts. Inhale. Exhale, bend. Inhale, opposite side. Exhale, tap. Inhale up. Exhale, open. Inhale, same side. Exhale, touch. Inhale up. Exhale, open. Slowly step left foot outside, left hand. Take your time on this one. Right hand down, left hand up. Breathe in. Circle on the exhale. Look to the right. Maybe no hands. Bend the right knee, straighten the left. Inhale. Exhale. Turn back to the front. Left foot forward. Warrior 3. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bring right foot back to meet partner and forward fold. I want you guys to take 5 breaths here in your forward fold. Notice your breath. Let go of any tension in your body. Breathe in and breathe out. From this position, slowly start to unravel our spines up. And we're going to move into a little bit of standing sequence now before we come down to our yen. Standing on your right foot, slowly lift up your left knee. Coming to a standing single leg balance. Soften your arms. And gently bring the knee out to the side. Hold here. Notice the discomfort of this shape. Keeping the knee out to the side. Slowly start to rotate the hip around. Left hand comes to your hip. Right hand to a block or the floor, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Feel free to stay here, or maybe you lift up your left hand. Maybe your right hand comes to your heart. Maybe you bend your left knee and catch your left foot or ankle, Chopasana. Hold for 5. Hold for 4. Hold for 3, hold for 2. Slowly release wherever you are. We're finding warrior 2. Bend into that front knee, take your time. Step back and land into Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. So setting it up, bladed your back foot down, right knee forward and over ankle. From this position, bring your hands behind and open through the heart space. Take a few breaths here. Notice the space in between the poses, what's going on in our thoughts and our mind. Is it possible to sit in the discomfort? Not wondering or worrying how long we're going to be here for, but just appreciating it for what it is. From your warrior 2, left hand down, left thigh. Inhale, flip and reverse. And from this position, exhale, straighten your right leg, bring that back foot in a little bit. Lean your right arm forward, like you're trying to touch the wall in front of you. So really pulling up into compression into that inside waist, and either bringing your right hand down to a block or to the floor. We're coming into Trikonasana triangle pose. So it's going to be completely up to you what works for you. Blocks are your friends. Please soften that front knee a little bit if you need to. Eyes down or up, strong here with your gaze. Take one more full breath in and stay for your exhale. From this position, slowly, we're going to come onto our back tippy toes, turn your block upright. I'm going to a version of pyramid pose. I'm on my back tippy toes, hands on the block. Take an inhale, and then exhale, soften forward to your degree. Now maybe your hands come down, but keep your back heel elevated for this variation today. Breathe in and breathe out. From here, we're going to step that back foot forward a little bit. All right, we're going to use the block underneath our left hand. So planting the foot down on the back leg here, coming into twist. So left hand down, slowly starting to twist through our spine, and then maybe that right arm lifts. And taking your time here to feel the discomfort of this pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take one more breath in, look forward. All we're doing is moving the block forward a little bit. Feel free to bring it up. Either keep the hand where it is, but keep turning your torso to the right. So twisting through the spine and into our digestion. Hold here for 3. Hold here for 2. Hold here for 1. Slowly unravel. Bring the left knee back up into your chest where we started. Take a full breath in. And from here, pistol grip your big toe. Or hold on to the knee. Bringing the knee and get out to the side. And possibly extend to your degree. So opening up into the hips and into the groins. Doesn't matter if you've got the knee, that is perfect. Take one more breath. And exhale, bring that foot back to the start. Breathe in. Breathe out. So let that go. Let's flow that out one more time. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Step, jump, or float back, your choice. Or completely skip this and come to downward facing dog. Always, always your choice. Cobra or up dog, exhale down. Now it's going to be your choice how you want to come to the top of your mat. I always like to include a little bit of playfulness. So for the next minute or so, we're going to have a go at some bunny hops, but you can skip them and come into a child's pose. So with these ones, I like to step one foot forward. So a little bit of a mini handstand kick, and it doesn't have to be high. You can keep the right knee bent and just do like a little bent knee kick. Unless you would like to try for like a little L hop. Doesn't matter, whatever you're doing, have a little play. Maybe you change legs. You're going to get a little bit of heat start to build in the leg that is jumping, so the leg that is forward. And again, keep it really nice and little. And I encourage you to go with the leg that is uncomfortable or unfamiliar. If you stick something, then hold it, play with it, do what you would like to do. And then when you feel ready, we're going to just make our way to the tops of the mat. So however that is for you. Inhale halfway and exhale, fold forward. Well done. Slowly roll up your spine. Reset. Let that go. This is the young, this is the height of the practice, the sweat, the frustration, the challenges. Be in it. From here, inhale, slowly lift your right knee up. Exhale, hold the right knee and hip out to the side. Pause. Notice the discomfort in this space. How slowly can we find half moon? So circle around the joint. Left hand down to a block or the floor. Right hand to hip to start. Squeeze your back leg, kick with the heel. Maybe the right hand lifts. Maybe left hand up to half. Maybe you play with bending that right knee and catching the foot or the ankle and playing with Chokasana. It is meant to be wobbly. Take one more breath and find your way to unravel, and we find our way to a warrior two. Left foot forward, settle into your warrior, bring the hands behind and squeeze the scapula. Breathe in. Breathe out. When we teach ourselves to stay and not run in our yoga practice, it becomes so much easier when we are faced with the challenges and the confrontations in life itself. We give ourselves permission to stay. From here, right hand to thigh, inhale, flip and reverse. And then straighten your front leg, we're finding Trikonasana. Bring that back foot in a little bit. Reach with that left hand and either coming down to a block, your shin or your calf. Start to move into your variation of Trikonasana. So we want to zip up through the inner waist here. So strong through the left intercostals, right down through the QLs. Really nice, and I'm quite light on my bottom hand. Take a full breath in. Stay for the exhale. Alright, you're transitioning, looking down. You might want to grab your blocks, square off your hips, come onto your back tippy toes. Take an inhale, flat back, and exhale, we fold. So coming to this beautiful variation of pyramid pose. Breathe. So with that back foot a bit longer, you can actually find, I find with the heel up, you get a really nice decent stretch into the calf, into the hamstring. Take one more breath in. Now we're going to come back to traditional pyramid. Step the right foot up a little bit and the toes are pointing towards the right top edge of your mat. Bring your block on in front of you under right hand. Slowly push into right hand. Rotate torso to left. From that position, either stay here or maybe that left arm lifts. Do your best here. I know this is super uncomfortable. It's really hard to talk through here, so I won't. Breathe in. Breathe out. We're nearly there, guys. We're at the climax here. Take one more breath. Look down. Alrighty, bring the block forward. Maintain the same position of the arm or bring it back to your hip. Lift that back leg. Hold for 5. Hold for 4. Hold for 3. For 2. 1. Super slowly. Bring your right knee up towards your belly button. Last part for our young practice. Either hold your right knee out to the side or twist and grip your big toe and open out your hip. Find some sort of a balance here. Whatever you are doing is perfect. Take one more full breath in. On your exhale, let your right foot come down to the ground. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bring the feet wide. We are revisiting back down into Malasana. We are going to spend a minute and a half here as a yin pose. So on this particular one today, I'm going to invite you to rest your forehead onto the back of your thumbs. The Buddha recognized that all the elements of life exist for a purpose, and we must live in harmony with ourselves and our environment. We must embrace our humanity, not resist it. He then taught the importance of walking the middle path, the life of moderation and balance. Lao Tzu came to the same realization. He cautioned against excesses and extremes and advised us to live with equilibrium. The famous yin and yang symbol captures this principle perfectly, illustrating the existence of opposites and our need to integrate them. Light and dark, life and death, male and female, good and evil, joy and pain. To deny opposites sets us up for suffering. To recognize them and make them work on our behalf yields mastery. Slowly come down to your back. Take your time to place the feet a distance apart. Knock the knees together and take 3 breaths here. So we're going to visit supported bridge pose for our back bend today. I'm going to use a block, but some of you may like to use a bolster. So I'll leave that completely up to you. Of course, if you are watching this practice back and you would like an active back bend, as in bridge or wheel pose, absolutely go for it, depending on what you are needing, whether you need more fire, more yang, or if you are ready to switch into yin. I'm going to be taking this into yin. Push through your heels, start to lift up and place block under your sacrum on your choice of heights. I'm going to invite the arms to come above the head today. So we're opening up right into the armpits, down through the side of the lymph glands, and working with our liver meridian. When you reach this position, take a couple of breaths here, and it is only if it feels okay in your spine. If you would like to slowly extend out one leg and the other, go for it. But if that does not work for your spine today and it feels tight or catchy or aggravates it, then come back to your supported bridge. Just let yourself go. You know, we are conditioned in our world to grow up thinking that it's not cool to be fearful, it's not cool to have anxiety, it's not cool to, to feel sad or upset or ashamed or anything like that. So we run from these feelings. We judge ourselves for being them, and we criticize ourselves non-stop, when just like the words of that book, we are here to experience the dark and experience the light. But for most of us, myself included, we were just never ever told that we must have this duality of emotional scale, feeling, the high vibrational moments, but also the low ones. But the key to not suffering, or not suffering as much, is to not attach to the high moments and not attach to the low ones. To understand, just like our breath, they are moments that just pass through us. It is up to us how long we choose to hold on to them for. Take 5 more breaths here, everyone. Take 1 more full breath in, and stay if you exhale. If your legs are extended, slowly rebend them, no rush. Place the weight through your heels and gently lift the block, but we're going to place it on the low height, right? So you can see I've still kept my block where it is. On that low height, reset your hips back down onto the block. So we're coming into one of the most beautiful shapes, I believe, that is in yoga. Just a supported shoulder stand or leg lift here. The knees are soft. Just let the feet hover above your hips. Allowing now the blood to travel from your feet down through the joints in your knees, into your hips, into each and every one of your internal organs, your digestive system, your heart space, your lungs, and then of course into your head and your brain. Come back to breathing in slowly for the count of 4 or 5. And exhaling for the count of 4 or 5. Let go of it trying to be perfect all the time. There is no perfect. If we are always searching, we'll always be looking. Give yourself permission to say no when you need to pause. Be okay with having a shitty day. And give yourself permission to sit in it with awareness. It will not last forever. Appreciate all moments, even the challenging ones, especially the challenging ones. Take 3 more breaths here. Gently bend your knees. Place the soles of your feet down. We're going to just come into a little twist here, just with 3 counts on each side. Choosing your variation of a supine twist. Allow the scapula to be on the floor and the heart stays open. Breathe in. Breathe out. Do that 2 more times. Gently come back up to neutral. In your own time, start to change sides. And only when you feel ready, feel free to slide a bolster underneath your knees and just let yourself now arrive in your Shavasana. So lift the shoulders up and bring them away from the ears, palms face up, feet flop out, shut down your gaze and let yourself be held. Breathe in. And let go. You are now here. I'll let you know when it's time to come out of Shavasana. Do not skip this part. just as you are, I want you to come into an immense state of gratitude. Gratitude for your body, and gratitude for actually getting to have today. No matter what today brought you and gifted you, you got to experience it. That is amazing. So let that feeling vibrate in every single cell of your body now. How would you live if we didn't have tomorrow? Keep coming back to that thought as often as possible to come and live from the place of our heart and our authentic selves. Breathe in a little deeper as you wriggle your toes and your fingers. As you exhale, start to slowly make your way to your side and just pause in a little ball here. Verse number 9 of the Tao Te Ching says, "It's better stop short than fill to the brim. Over sharpen the blade, and the edge will soon blunt." We are exactly the same. If we are consistently in a state of doing, striving, pushing, on the go, autopilot, we will break. Take the time out to find that duality within yourself. Success is not based on how much we strive and push. It comes when we let go. When you feel ready, come up to seated. Take a moment to honor your own practice here with a breath in and a breath out. Gently acknowledging the space of yoga and the ability to put yourself first so that we are able to pour others' cups when our own cup is full. From my heart to yours, namaste. If you are a local here in Redhead, enjoy this rainy weather that we have got. Have gratitude that, 2 years ago we were filled with bushfires and heat. We're so quick to go, oh, it's a shitty day because it's raining, but we may as well lean in and appreciate it and have gratitude for it. It just feels so much better. Again, we cannot have the dark without the light, the sun without the rain. Have yourselves the most amazing night. If you are watching this back on replay, please feel free to leave a comment below, let me know how you found it. Look forward to seeing you all live here again next Wednesday at Redhead Wellness Century. Thanks so much, guys.